Okay, let's talk about something that feels, well, a little wrong in our always on culture. We're going to dive into your brain's secret power, the incredible, surprising science of doing absolutely nothing. Just let that sink in for a second. We're all taught that doing nothing is basically just wasting time. But what if it's actually one of the most productive, most important things you can do for your mind? Exactly. When you're just sitting there, spacing out, maybe staring out a window, your brain isn't off, not even close. It's actually switching over to a completely different and seriously powerful mode of operation. So, what's going on in there? Well, scientists have a name for this hidden system. It's called the default mode network, and understanding it is the key to unlocking a whole new level of thinking. Think of the default mode network, or DMN, as your brain's internal maintenance crew. It's a whole network of regions that fires up the second you stop focusing on something external, like reading an email or listening to a podcast, and just let your mind wander. And you know these moments so well, right? We've all had one of those brilliant shower thoughts, or we've zoned out completely on a car ride. That's not your brain glitching out. That's a feature. That is your default mode network kicking into high gear. So while you're staring at the ceiling, what is actually happening? Your brain is busy being a master organizer. It's taking all the stuff from your day, connecting it to things you already know, running little simulations of the future. It's even processing emotions. It is literally building the story of you. And this is the magic part. Those sudden flashes of genius, those incredible aha moments where the solution to a problem you've been stuck on just appears out of thin air, they are not random. They are the direct result of your DMN doing its job in the background. This really flips the whole idea of productivity on its head, doesn't it? We're always trying to hustle and force our way to the next big idea. But so often, true creativity doesn't come from more effort. It comes from giving yourself a break. And get this isn't just some nice idea. It's hard science. Brain scans, like fMRIs, show that when your DMN is active, your brain is burning a massive amount of glucose. Doing nothing is actually one of the most energy-hungry things your brain does. It's hard work. Okay, so if this is so powerful, what's the problem? Well, the problem is pretty much everything around us. Our modern world is practically designed to sabotage this vital brain state. Think about it. Anytime there's a spare moment, waiting for coffee, in an elevator, what do? We pull out our phones. Every single scroll, every notification, every ping yanks our brain out of that reflective default mode and shoves it right back into task mode. We're not giving it a second to breathe. And the difference is, well, it's huge. When we let our DMN come online, we get creative sparks, emotional clarity, and real mental rest. But when we keep it constantly offline with distractions, we end up with creative blocks, mental fatigue, and eventually just plain burnout. The choice seems pretty obvious when you lay it out like that. So how do we fix this? How do we reclaim this essential part of our thinking? Well, the good news is it's actually pretty simple. It doesn't require some expensive retreat or complicated app. It just requires a little intention. Think of it like a little workout for your mind. Seriously, just 2 to 5 minutes of sitting quietly can make a difference. Or try this. Next time you go for a walk, leave the headphones at home. No podcast, no music, just walk. Let your mind go wherever it wants. The goal here is to not have a goal. We're so terrified of being bored. We see it as a failure. But this is the big reframe we need. Boredom isn't the problem. It's the sign that your brain is ready to do its most important work. You just have to be willing to walk through that doorway and see what's on the other side. All right, so instead of me just talking about it, how about we actually try it right now? Yep, right now, wherever you are listening to this. Just humor me. Go ahead and close your eyes. We'll just count to 10. Don't try to think of anything. Don't try to clear your mind. Just let it go. See what pops up.
Okay, you can open your eyes. That little flash of a random memory, that thought about what you need from the grocery store, that's it. That little bit of unstructured drifting, that's the feeling of your default mode network waking up. So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. Real mental growth isn't just about focused effort. It needs both. It needs intense focus, sure, but it also desperately needs that unstructured time to reflect and connect the dots. Most of us are only doing the first part. And that's really the challenge I want to leave you with.
It's not about finding more hours to grind. It's about finding more moments to be still. So, when are you going to make a little space for nothing today? Your brain will thank you for it.